Hi everyone, hope you're having a good summer. One of my students asked me to film a sun salute for you to practice over the summer, so I thought I'd do that for you. Not a perfect video, trying to find a space in my house to fit my mat so you can see what I'm doing is tricky, but here we go. I thought I'd do it as almost a mini taster of a lesson with me. So, as you begin your practice, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Could be a seated pose, or perhaps kneeling would be more comfortable. But a comfortable position where you can begin to perhaps observe the sounds around you. And now bring your awareness to the sound closest to you. Bringing your awareness to your breath. And in today's class we'll have our hands in this mudra at the heart, so right hand touching the heart space, left hand on top. And so the theme of this short practice is connecting with the heart. Connecting with a sense of inner peace and love for both yourself and others. So if you can now, ignoring my clock, noticing your sitting bones connecting with the block or the earth or the mat. Lengthen up through the spine to find space in the spine, continuing to keep your breath smooth and even. And then we're going to just gently lower the chin to the chest. You could begin by gently taking the chin to one chest, one shoulder even. And exhaling to take the chin to the other side. So using your breath to guide the movement. And then gently lifting the chin. And then we'll take the elbows to shoulder height, palms face in. Gently going to inhale, move the elbows back, feeling the shoulder blades moving just a little bit closer together. And having a sense of opening through this chest, through the heart. And exhaling, elbows come together. Inhaling, arms wide. Inhaling as the arms come wide once more. Just observing how it feels to have the chest in this open position. We spend a lot of time staring down at screens or phones, and this can compress the lungs. So good to open up the top of the lungs and use that full capacity. Okay, so I'll finish that movement now, and then we'll take a twist. So once again, coming back to centre, inhaling to find length in the spine, and exhaling, twisting to the right, just a gentle seated twist. You might bring this left hand to the right leg. Using each inhale to lengthen, and each exhale to twist a little bit more deeply. And then coming back to centre and exhaling to the other side. Lovely, and then from here we're going to come onto all fours and remove the block. So cat-cow, wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. As you take an inhale, gently lifting the chest. You're looking slightly forward of the mat, but not too far forward that you compress the neck. And exhaling to round the spine, drawing the inner thighs together, drawing up through the pelvic floor. Continuing for a few more breaths, and perhaps just changing the position of your hands. Tucking in the toes at the back to stretch out the feet. And now we'll come into child's pose. So your bottom comes towards your heels. This is extended child, so arms out in front of you. Forehead connects with the earth. If it doesn't quite reach the earth, you can perhaps stack your hands like this. So as you take several smooth breaths here, staying in child's pose, connecting with this sense of self and having this sense of inner calm and peace as you connect with the heart. And then from your child's pose, extend the arms out in front of you, and we're going to come onto all fours. Now tucking in the toes, feet about hip width apart, and hands, I like to have the index finger pointing towards the short edge of the mat, and the hands spread like a little sun, ready for our sun salutes. So exhaling, we're lifting up the hips. The head relaxes. On your next exhale, taking navel to spine. Continuing with your smooth and even breaths. And then gently stepping, jumping, hopping to the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, hands might be around the shins. Exhale, fold, perhaps bending the knees here, and now we're inhaling to the front of the mat, bringing our hands in this Hidra Mudra. And now we're ready to begin our sun salute. So inhale, arms rise. Exhaling, folding forward from the hips, bending the knees generously if you need to, particularly good if you have any lower back issues. Inhaling for this halfway lift. And exhaling now, planting your palms, really feeling that connection of the hands with the earth as you step back into your plank. Remembering you can keep the knees on the floor here, perhaps lifting up the feet, or you could take the full plank, drawing navel to spine and keeping the gluteus muscles squeezing together. From here we're going to lower our knees and our chest and come down to the earth, sliding the elbows forward so they're now beneath the shoulders. And remembering that your legs are working actively, so tops of the feet pressing into the floor and the knees are lifted. So you're gazing forward here in your Sphinx pose with just a little bit of pressure from the forearms down into the earth so that you're lifting up through the chest. And then from here we're going to lower the head, hands move back and come into downward facing dog pose. You might even want to pedal the knees. Lovely, head relaxes. And then from here, stepping the left foot forward between the mat. And now right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, hands meeting at the heart. And now taking the other side. Inhale. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, lift. And exhale, coming into your plank, perhaps taking the other foot back this time. And taking either your half plank with the knees on the ground, or you can lift the knees. Shoulder blades moving down the spine. And then from here, lowering knees and the chest down to the floor. Coming into your back bend of choice. So it might be Sphinx, or this time you might choose to walk the hands slightly further in towards the body for Cobra. Again, keeping the arms working and the legs working actively, so kneecaps lifted. Exhale to lower the head. Coming into downward facing dog once more. Just making that observation of the connection of the hands with the earth or the mat and the feet as well. Breath is smooth and even. And now you're stepping right foot forward and left foot forward. Halfway lift. And exhale. Uttanasana, forward bend. And inhale to rise. Hands meeting the heart. Taking a moment here to observe how you're feeling after our practice. And then from here, let's come down to the floor. And we'll come into the most important pose of all, coming into Savasana.